morning, everyone. First of all, it's great to be home, because I'm a Boston boy. Number two, it's great to be in Red Sox country. And Bruins country, absolutely. And number three, I'm where you are, because I'm not sitting here just as a staff of the Archdiocese, I'm also sitting here as a Vice President of the Parish Council of St. Barbara. So what I'm going to present is what I'm also interested in doing in my own community. So, the ministries of the Church. When we first started the Department of Internet Ministries back in 1994-ish, one of the things that we really focused in on was resources. And as we started to think about what is it that we needed to do for our parishes and our parishioners, the one thing that became increasingly evident is we said, we need to find a way to try to convey the liturgical and devotional life of our Orthodox Christian faith online so that it's with everyone, everywhere, anytime, in every format. So I'm not going to talk necessarily about the Archdiocese website in general, which, by the way, is at www.goarch.org. But what I am going to talk about is online chapel, which has been our attempt for the past 15 years to do exactly that, is to take our rich liturgical and prayer life and to make that available anytime, anywhere, on any device. So what we did is we took the Tipikon, that book that lays out our entire order of services in our prayers life, and we have developed an entire computer program that interprets that element of our faith for every single day of the entire year into infinity. So when you come to the Archdiocese website, one of the first things that you will see is what we call that little online chapel section that's automated and will automatically tell you who the saint of the day is, the liturgical readings, and many other things. So if you click on that, it'll actually take you to the online chapel section. The online chapel section will tell you who the saint or feast is commemorated for the day. It'll tell you the epistle reading. It'll tell you the gospel reading. It'll even give you an entire calendar, and it will tell you when Easter is for any day that you choose, when any of the major feasts are. And we have it available bilingually. An online chapel will even change depending on the time of day that you log in, and change with the appropriate prayer from our liturgical tradition. So there's no excuse for no prayer life anymore. We then said, well, wouldn't it be great to now bring that online chapel experience not just to the Archdiocese website, but to other websites as well? So here you'll notice right away we have the Metropolis of Boston website, and we also no excuse for any website in any parish not to have all of those elements right there. So whether you're an Archon for the Archon website, or you're the Metropolis of Boston, or the Archdiocese, or St. Philip's in Nashua, New Hampshire, you've got your online chapel snippet anywhere. The other thing that we did is we took a survey of parishes, and we found out that the #1 thing that parishes do every single week that's the most time-consuming is the bulletin. So what we did is we built a system to automate the process. In 20 minutes or less, you can now build your bulletin. So what did we do? The way we built online chapel is we're now able to build products and services to help you because of the way we thought it out. So online chapel now automatically for your parish bulletin calculates the daily readings for that Sunday when you build it. It automatically pulls the saints and feasts for that day and for that week, and provides you with all the content. So all you have to do is click a checkbox and say, add to my bulletin. And it also gives you all the liturgical hymns in the right order for you to add to your bulletin. And it gives you the ability to add your own news and information, as well as that of the metropolis and that of the archdiocese. And guess what? In less than 20 minutes, you click a button, and it automatically builds this email version for you, and it builds an entire website. And it gives you all the content in a Microsoft Word document, so you can copy and paste it and use it in whatever layout format that you use. So there's no excuse for not doing a bulletin in print, online as a website, and sending it out via email. And guess what? We're working on a new version that is going to knock your socks off and may very well be the finest product we've ever done as a department. Iconograms, another service. What is it that we love to do? We love to send cards to everybody for name days and feast days. So using online chapel again, we've automatically calculated the entire liturgical cycle, and we've built an entire electronic greeting card service around it. So as soon as you log into Iconograms, it will automatically bring up the saints and feasts and name days commemorated, so you can select, you can then build a card, and you can send it instantly to anyone for any occasion. The next thing that we said is, we need an online store for the archdiocese. So we did that. But we didn't just stop at a plain, vanilla online store, because the strategy had to, again, be parish-centric. So we said, wouldn't it be great if we could give parishes an online store for free? So instead of you having to develop all of the software to make an online store, deal with inventory, fulfillment, shipping, and having something available, we've now made it turnkey, to the point where now every single parish in the entire archdiocese has a free online store. And it's so difficult to do. You go to goarch.org/free bookstore. You find your parish's listing, you click on the link, and then you copy that address to your website. It's literally that hard to do it. So guess what? It's already done for you. So there's no reason why every single parish in the metropolis of Boston shouldn't have an online store. And in case you're wondering, yes, you get a cut of the profits. It's good, okay? And if you're wondering the second question, no parish who has the online store plus their physical bookstore has lost any money. So we thought that through too. Orthodox jobs. We're always concerned about the economy. But we took that with another concept and thought about vocation. What are we called to do? How do we figure out who we are and what we're supposed to do in our lives? So in combination and in partnership with the Office of Vocational Ministry here at the school, we've now built an online job site specifically to help us Orthodox Christians. So we have an entire section for job listings. We have an extensive resource section that's available for parish leaders, for clergy, parish councils, life stories about individuals who are Christians themselves in a secular world, how they balance the two, how they themselves have been able to discern their life calling. For those of you who are seeking jobs, the ability to have resume tips, interview tips, and things of that nature. And at the parish level, job descriptions. What's the job description for a youth director? What's the job description for somebody who is in the choir? How do you interview somebody for parish ministry? What are some of the guidelines that you'll do? We have all of this available for you through Orthodox Jobs. And guess what? We have ads too. So companies that are looking for quality individuals who want to promote their brand, and we're talking about anything. Wedding photographers, iconographers, people who can provide services specifically for the events and the life of the church. So Orthodox Jobs. Post your resume for youth work and other positions in your area. Check out the resource sections to help with the application process. Perfect for students who are looking for summer internships and other ways to advance their knowledge and their career aspirations. And, like I said, wedding, event photographers, you name it. This is a great opportunity to get the word out and to find somebody along those lines. Summer camp, I'm a product of the Metropolis of Boston Camping Ministries, period. Great opportunity to find out about all that's happening. And independent contractors, where do you go to find a band? Where do you find a Greek band? This is a great opportunity to have a clearinghouse for all of these services that we do and we need within our church. We now have a place to go where we can do that online. Well, there's online chapel again. So we know that mobile is going to be the primary means of internet access by 2020. It's going to happen a lot sooner than that. So what we did is we took the online chapel and we made it for your iPhone, we made it for your iPad, we made it for your Android, we made it for your Nokia device. So right now, you can get the entire online chapel information right on your phone. You may have seen, hopefully through the Archdiocese news release, that we just launched the Android version this week to the public. And I don't speak French, but the Greek is going to be in the new version. So when we launch our next version, we're going to have it multilingual. So we're right now also working on Arabic and other languages in addition to Greek. And we're going to have a new section that's going to be for movable feasts. So now you can have all of that available with you anywhere you go. So Your Eminence, no parish council member has any excuse for not reading the Bible. Children's Bible Reader, a partnership product that we did with the American Bible Society, we're now bringing online. Great product that now has a digital space and place. So now you can go online and you can interact with all the stories of the Old and New Testament from that text. It's coupled with both the stories themselves and with interactive elements that reinforce the story. So I might be reading about Jesus feeding the 5,000 people, and I can go through it and I can listen to the story as well as watch the story unfold through the iconography of our church. I can then interact with that story through puzzles. I can interact with it through active games. I can do crossword puzzles based on the stories, and word searches, and many more. A great tool for kids, and something that's really wonderful to do to expose our children to our Orthodox imagery, our iconography, and the theology of the church as it relates to Scripture. A thing that we have been doing since 1996 is free web hosting for parishes. You heard the word free, right? There's no excuse for any parish not to have a website. I don't care if you don't understand what any of those symbols mean. If you're a web developer, you just got a really big grin on your face. That's all you need to worry about. Free web hosting through the Archdiocese. Email listservers. Email is such a great way for you to communicate with your parishioners. We have free email service. So now, whether you use Bulletin Builder to build your parish email, whether you're using your email client or you're using another program to promote the life of the church, for free, you can manage and distribute to hundreds and thousands of people right through our servers. No need to maintain address books. The system takes care of it all for you. Live broadcasting, something we've been doing since 1998, is available for parishes so that you can minister to those who can't come to church services from your communities. We have several parishes that have effectively used the live broadcasting tool to minister to those both in the community and those literally around the world who don't have access to an Orthodox church. We also do internet safety classes, believe it or not. In over 13 cities, we have been able to train over 2,000 people about internet safety. Playboy's on the phone targeting our kids. And unless parents know how to protect themselves and protect their families, we're going to be at a loss of what to do. So these seminars, which we've done from parishes to schools to clergy-laity, help parents from the computer to the cell phone and expose them to the different tools that are there. Internet safety, right for you. I don't have time to talk about the other things that we do at the Archdiocese and have been involved in. The first ever Orthodox military Bible that's gone to thousands of servicemen and women in our armed forces across the country. The Orthodox Youth Bible that was developed and distributed this summer to all over 5,000 campers across the country. The Faith and Life series, which is free pamphlets that you can download from the Archdiocese website and print and make available to the people coming into church into the narthex. How effectively do we use that? We haven't talked about our social media channels, the videos that are available on YouTube, and our other gaming site, which is Saints Alive. So, I started with Online Chapel, and I want to finish with the chapel with just one more thing. We also do web development, in case I didn't mention that. And a major project that we did was with the Carpatho-Russian Diocese, which is also under our Ecumenical Patriarchate. And one of the things that they loved was they loved our online chapel. And one additional thing that they wanted to do was to give people the ability to light a candle online. And so we built that for them. So if I go to the Carpatho-Russian Diocese website, I can go online and light a candle. Pretty cool, right? And the candle will actually burn down. But I want to highlight this for a very, very specific reason. I love my job. I love my job. And I found a use for this that somebody told me that I had never anticipated. There's a teenage boy who has not been able to go to church for over 11 years, and neither has his mother, because he needs full-time care. So every single week, they watch the services online. And before they watch the live services, they now go and they light a candle, because they can't do it anymore. And he requires extensive occupational therapy. And they've started using this so that he can start to mobilize his fingers and use his mouse. It's amazing how God uses ministry in a way that we never anticipated. So, to close, I want to thank His Eminence Archbishop Demetrius, because I wouldn't be here where I am today if it wasn't for him. I'm a product of this metropolis, and if you don't know it, you need to know it. This ministry started in the metropolis of Boston basement. His Eminence Metropolitan Methodius nurtured this ministry. He supported it through thick and thin, and you don't know. Each and every one of you have no idea when he's in at 7 a.m. and comes back at 9 p.m., almost on a daily basis. He earned my respect a long time ago, not simply because of the office, but because of the ethic and what I saw. And he'll never tell you. That's why I'm telling you, because you need to know what kind of dedication we have in this metropolis. Your Eminence, back to us. I want to thank Jerry Dimitri, who's going to speak later, because without him, we still wouldn't be here today. He supported us through thick and thin, and Jerry, thank you for everything. Father Ted, you're the other reason why I'm here and why this ministry's here. It started with your idea. Thank you for that. And the Internet Ministry staff is the best. Jamil, Andy, Tom, Meredith. I work with the finest people that I will put up against anyone, anytime. And in case I forgot to say it, unless you live on here. That's where your stewardship to the Archdiocese goes in 30 minutes. So if there are any questions, there's a microphone right here. I've been asked to have anyone to please come up to the mic, and there's another one over there, I guess. So thank you for the opportunity to be home again and to see all of you and share some of the ways that you can take advantage of the ministry that we're providing back to the parishes. Thank you very much.
This is your opportunity to have a dialogue with Theo about this program, and hopefully we'll have some people with some questions and dialogue. So, any questions? Somebody must have a question. Right?
I think it would be a challenge for me to use the microphone, so I'll just say very loudly. Father Stephen Lawrence from Transfiguration Mall. I don't know how difficult this would be, but it seems like one of the next kind of frontiers of communications blogs. Would there be a way to to have you maybe research those Orthodox blogs that are on the internet and have a directory of them for us to be able to explore those as well and interact with them?
It's a good idea. Haven't thought of it. How's that? It'd be great to get more of our own people blogging too, right? Yeah, good comment. Appreciate that very much.
National Political President. I want to congratulate you, and I am so excited you moved me today. I know what you're doing at the Archdiocese, and I have to commend you and your entire team and the vision of Jerry also for letting it go and being right at the top of your game. And I congratulate you, and I'm so excited.
Thanks, Separately. I will accept that on behalf of the entire team, because that's what it is. Thank you. Yes?
Mountain Paradise, St. Philip National. Have you gotten to push technology on this, where you're pushing it out to people rather than having us go to it? Because I know my kids in my classroom, if I don't push to them, they don't see anything I want to do. So I'm getting into that mode with myself. I'm just wondering if I saw a little bit of that.
I'll get ultra technical here. We've actually developed entire XML feeds of the entire online chapel engine that you can pull into. And where we're trying to go with this is hopefully develop an API-style engine so that eventually what we're going to have is the ability for you to have the entire liturgical life, services, texts that are available right there, and we can just boom, 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 plug them all in. So if you have an RSS reader, your whatever it is, it's available. All the news information is being fed on our Facebook page. That's being syndicated over to our Twitter feed. So we're there.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was.
We're there.
I didn't pick that up in there. I know that our youth are not going to go and get stuff. It comes to them or they don't look at it.
Right. So we're there.
Okay.
Thank you. Good comment.